I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that in 28. Underground tapes, as my ass captain publishes states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew wounds since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out. Great tits, New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black. Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birth most of chains in the game?
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Right out of the gates, Lance going to the air.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Now Lance.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Trayvon Walker
in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley.
And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll just take a seat in the driver to get it to 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing his Lance on third down. Under pressure, and down he goes. Trayvon Walker. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. They go play action now. Lawrence. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But the only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as they drew it up in practice.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Chase Edmonds with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Lions nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you plan on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throwing for his running back, he's got him complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down, down. Oh, he tries to force it.
Come on, man. How they gonna make that shot? That's a fucking lineman. Come on, man.
They're going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So a second NFL interception for him. He is looking the part here in year one.
And normally, partner, you talk about cornerbacks and safeties being the ball hawk type of guys, and they always will be because they'll get more opportunities. But this young man has potential to be a ball hawk from the linebacker position. I think that's why he was drafted as high as he was, and he'll stay on the field on most downs.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. But Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL. I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out
and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by a Fitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. The loss results there.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. Two guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go.
On second and 11 now. Lance. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Another big hitter there, this one good for 18.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They run the jet sweep, Dotson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there, all 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 24-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal, though, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. He'll find his man, LaVisca Chenault. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
That shit can work for a race home.
Now Lawrence to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. So another try after the 1st down sack. Lawrence. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. They got 29 yards that time. They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Taking down at the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
They go play action with Lawrence. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the snap. Now it's 3rd down. So 2 sacks for the rookie, definitely making an impact here in year 1.
And in a ton of different ways, because rushing the passer, that was supposed to be a skill that he was developing. Looks to me like he's figured it out already.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now Lawrence. That's complete to McBride. And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Tucker's kick is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. I think to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf, dude. That's bottom shelf material. Lance now on first down.
I had to pull back and get that on myself.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They'll try
Look how he mad at him.
And they'll get him out just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Second and goal from the 1.
I can't do the same play. Get your ass.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
It's like my 4th straight game. I tell you, man.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host. I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
Let's see what you got. Run it. Show me what Micah done showed you on the same division. It's cheap, man. He's done split. I think it's going to be a deep situation.
6 yards left on second down. Lawrence will throw. This is Chenault on the receiving end. Not much happening there. He's taken down.
Always
but
calling
a
that
late
shit,
penalty
man.
flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 15-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. A fairly short kick from the 14. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think
these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
To try again after the sack. Lawrence, and this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because you're playing old momentum. He's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here.
Is it? Oh, he got his shit. Yes, sir. I got my upgrade. Yeah. I got my upgrade.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's try there.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd.
I lost 3 free.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
You want to get
Throwing now is Lance.
Oh, come on, Lance.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. That was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's a give to Edmonds running to the right. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
I got to play this league for 2 days.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Ready, set.
Lawrence.
Oh, how you gonna trip up? Come on, man. I'm thinking y'all motherfuckers drugging like me out here.
His guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
That is all about it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
I don't know how you get instant trade off that air like that.
But they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Y'all love that shit, though. I need to do that shit in the done for.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Shotgun now for Lance. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And some room to work. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. A big play there for Detroit. 49 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Lance now to throw. Steps, and he's going to have to eat this one. He's down
around like that.
Caleb Chase
able to run him down for a
loss of 12 that time. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach, trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance.
I try to get it off.
His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Cheetah Bay Awuzie with
that's all you gotta do.
Jaguars
you don't need nothing else. That nigga sitting across the head like that.
Charles
all you gotta
going
do.
Between his ears right now.
Yeah,
It's just
nobody's
not
like that,
completely
man.
calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, they run with Edmonds. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lawrence is going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. On 3rd down, Lawrence.
Outside.
Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And out will come the offense as they take over.
I know he probably still lit up.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Lance. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To throw, it's Lance. Flush to his right. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know, what do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Hey, go steal!
Lance looking to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game. And that
comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
The Jaguars on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On third down, they run with Edmonds. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chase Edmonds, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Lions 10. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Run, Forrest, run!
Deep in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is
My man spread them out, pitch them in, make them go in the inside.
The offensive coordinator. Sometimes they just make a joke.
Run right up the
guys,
middle.
you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just
I
fine.
don't hear you say nothing about Mike or nobody, bro.
Leadership.
All y'all do the same shit, man.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll try and run for it, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Edmonds again. Nifty move. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 69 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run pass option.
They're right down here looking for 6. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They decipher that.
You better not throw that shit.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
I just told you don't throw it.
I
knew what you were going to do, bro. I don't know why they didn't let me pick it, but it's all good.
Looking for more points.
With this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence.
And he right there.
This is going to be caught. No, they say
he
it's
right
incomplete.
There.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles. But that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Let me try that shit.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score.
Oh, when I do that shit, they don't let you do it. I ain't doing it right.
Looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
All right, here, cover 4. We all know that. Now watch they get instant shade because it's cover 4. Shit is gay.
Hey, go serious.
Don't try to switch it
Lance
up.
going to throw.
I already called it out. Look.
And he's going to be brought down.
3 linemen let this man get by.
6-yard line.
3
That's
linemen.
Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
That shit is
The Lions
crazy.
now going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Another
Go ahead,
try after
stand
the
up
first
close
down
to the line
sack.
so they can go ahead and come in.
Gonna throw
Oh,
right side
understand.
here,
You
complete.
got catches. Just stop running,
Finding
bro.
space at the 40. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 94 yards.
You asked me what was Michael
Lions
doing.
get
That's
a
the shit
small
Michael was
measure of
doing.
revenge as they cut into this
Act like you're going to do it to the
deficit.
linebacker, put him up to the motherfucking line
Extra
and pull
point
him
by
right off.
Patterson.
So the lineman think that
And
they
lead now down to 20.
one of the things he was doing. That's the oldest trick in the book.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready, quick.
You ain't got it down it. Shit, get some motherfucking points. What's that?
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand.
I got my motherfucking superstar already. Maybe some points.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us. You go.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back.
I'm really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they were sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I get to and jump in the course. Follow the core and the back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who was involved. Don't let me do it, cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the doubters, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard it was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory back up on top, and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history. Fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form shall prosper. Be all over my roster. I got options, I keep it right on the dresser. Next to the Oscar, applying pressure. Somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my closet, go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a what? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win.
say I joined the Illuminati. I got demons all around me. Tell me what they know about me. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go on, tell a friend, tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go on, tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Yeah. Sound like some superheroes. Some black superheroes. Oh, yeah. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a role like me. Military mind stated, and I keep a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mega. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people. Give me liberty or death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, into party altar.
Yeah. Should I style not for you, but it's for me?
Greenfield's finest. Bigger, better, petty, don't matter. Far as the teller, I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimmish, stainless, not a blemish. I should have been in prison. Don't boy remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. What you talking? Talking that funky, about my face, wearing that monkey. Not that might give you life advice. Get some money. It's the